And we're back. Where? Oh my god, you guys, we got a little technical. How you guys doing? I do apologize. Oh my God, we're a little off course or whatnot, but we were getting it together right now. Now it's going on. Something is definitely not right, but we're going to get it together, okay? Make sure that we are on the right page. I must be on some different type of stream. We're not, but I am waiting. You guys, I do apologize. This is Erica Trinell waiting on D. He's trying to get in. He says logged in, but I don't see D or whatnot. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff today. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you chime in. I am definitely waiting on D. Just give him a few minutes to get here, okay? We just a little off today. Where's D? D, where you at? Because we're going to talk about some of the things that's going on in the world today. Oh my God. Okay. There we go, D.
Hey, what's good?
How we keep getting thrown off? Like you in one chat and I'm in another. How does this keep happening?
I don't know. I went to the one you sent me this morning.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get with the business. Over there looking cool and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, you in Facebook lockdown. I was in jail. Now you in jail, right?
Yeah, I stay in jail. Shit, the last time I went was like up in February, but they always give me 30 days. They don't give me 7.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
they're really mad at you, huh? That's crazy. But what have you done those people? What did you post? Because you sent me what you post. What was on top of the post? Wait, what was?
Oh, I said this is why I don't go to church anymore, because you got black preachers breastfeeding men talking about his holy milk.
That's why somebody reported that. Yeah, for sure. That's just like hate for church. I guess some type of hate for church now. Everything is hate. Everything you say out of your mouth, it's considered hate, and I don't understand it. It's considered hate. You know.
Yep.
So you can't say nothing, huh?
Huh?
It's like you can't even say nothing, or
if you talk about Trump at all, they're gonna put you in jail.
What? Hold on one second. Keep that thought.
What's up, man?
Sorry about that. Forgot about my little light or whatever. Because it's a little dark in here. And I was like, wait, hold up. It don't look a little bright up in here, a little shiny in here. So I
Yeah.
just gotta get some light going on so I can see myself.
Shit, I got to find me a charger. I'm sitting out in my car.
Oh Lord. We finna go on be on one?
No, I got like 10%, but
Okay.
I just pulled in. I had to get to the Wi-Fi. It wouldn't log in until I got to the
To the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Okay. So I'm hungry too.
Hmm.
I'm
Huh.
hungry. Whatever was going on, I just been seeing a lot of stuff, and it's like everything is just pressed now, shooting and not caring about who you shoot at and stuff like that. And and I put the topic, it's not all about women, but that's kind of like some type of capture I caught to put up there. But it's about like this African Americans, African Americans, period. So before we get in there, I seen you and your wife traveling. Where y'all be going? Where y'all be
Uh,
going?
we just went to Vegas this time. We
I
had been
said,
in the house for almost. We didn't even go on vacation last year,
mm-hmm.
and so we like to travel, but Vegas is high now. It's high, just like going to Florida.
Really?
We Yeah, the rental car was fucking 450 for
Wow.
4 days.
Wow.
And that was a little small bullshit car, like a compact car. 450 for 4 days.
I said, but they got it going on over there. I said, I just seen
All
them
my
come
kids
off a
grown.
trip, and then I seen y'all on another trip. I said, well, where they going?
Yeah, all my kids grown. Shit, we've been locked up in the house for 27 years.
I mean, I got you. I mean, I'm,
Shit.
y'all enjoying.
Yeah, we ain't had no babysitter. Ain't nobody ever sent for our kids during the summer. We done had our kids every day since they were born.
Right. So basically, y'all enjoying life at this point, basically.
Finally, because we didn't really get to date. I mean, our date was going to the movies. Like we
Right,
never got to travel or nothing like that. When I met my wife, she already had a son, so I just took him in.
right. But that's a humbling blessing. You know what I'm saying? For you to even, not like you're not supposed to. Obviously, it's a package deal. But that was just for me. That's basically a man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but that was
You
never my plan. I always said I would never marry a woman that had kids already because I just didn't want those troubles.
know what? That's my motto now. If they have grown kids, fine. Because obviously my children are grown. But if you have children, I'm not. If you started late, I can't do nothing with you. That means I gotta start raising again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to raise nobody again. You know what I'm saying? I
True.
don't. I don't want to be bothered with it. My last son, like when I tell you that new millennium, them 2000 on down, like the 80s at the end was a little shaky, but them 2000 on down, oh my God, I say, I can't do it. I mean, I just can't do nobody who has a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. My nerves is like my nerves when I was raising teenagers, my nerves became shot. I always used to be the laid back, didn't care what you say about me, didn't care about this. Your kids play both sides of the fence, they daddies. You know how that goes. I just ignored it. When I got older, it's just like, man, I do all this stuff and they keep, you know what I'm saying? And then you just start getting more into your feelings because, you can grew to love them in a different way than you can love a man. It's like a
Yeah.
different type of love, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, hell with this shit. I said, I know for a fact I can't do it. Kudos to the new people who doing this new stuff, but I'm telling you, my daughter's
Hey,
had kids and she said that was it. She said she don't
you,
understand.
yeah. When when my daughter was 17, 16, my
Mm-hmm.
son my son had a baby. And so
Okay.
my wife all of a sudden wanted to be a grandmama, and I told her, I said, no, I did not sign up for this. I said, I love her and I like her to come over sometime. I say, but that talking about raising a grandbaby? Hell no. I mean,
Right.
I've been through the ringer with all these damn kids, and I didn't have kids that were good. Out of all my kids, that I got one of them that I didn't. I got 7 kids with my stepson,
Right.
and out of the 7, I didn't have trouble out of one. But my daughter Jade is the only one we didn't have some kind of trouble out
So
of.
just imagine, like I had 3, and the minute you take care of one, it's like the other one get jealous. Well, I got to do something because I need attention. Then the other one, and you were like, I had screamed one day. I say, "Can y'all give me a effing break?" You know what I'm saying? Like the minute you get one straight on this path, and then everything gets all right, and then after a while, when they think like you're not watching them anymore, they do some dumb shit, and you were like, "Hey, I gotta go work. If I come from work, you just go crazy because you just like tired, and it's like they don't understand nothing." And I was like, I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff, right? But I
Right.
can't see myself doing stuff. And my grandmother was going to the school every day. Matter of fact, I don't think she has ever had to come to school. Have I done stuff in school? Yeah. Have I cursed in school? Yeah. But I have never cursed in front of, well, I take that back. I got mad and cursed in front of an adult, but I didn't just do it. Like the kids now, they have a
Yeah.
whole conversation with nothing but cursing in. If you go on campus, like when my son age record, them kids
Yeah.
are not even there. So I say kudos to the new people who don't want nobody to whoop their churn ass.
Yeah.
I got into it with some people. You hear me? Like I had to start blocking them because I'm like, I have to work now. Like evidently, I said, evidently, y'all don't have a job.
Yeah. I think they be fake profiles. That's why you got to take your pictures off your profile,
Right.
or put one with a mask on, or make your profile private where only your friends can see what you're saying, so your job can't see.
Well, I work for myself, so they can do whatever they want to do to me. But you're right about your job. Like for people who have jobs, if I had a job, I'd probably be fine.
Yeah. I need my charger.
I know I'd have been fired for real. If I had a real job, like not like my job is not real, but if I've been on somebody's job as an employee, I know I'd
Right.
have been fired.
Yeah.
Because I definitely say some stuff, out of my mouth.
Yeah.
But I promise you, the speaking of children, right?
Right.
The way I feel, because you can speak more freely on YouTube, right? Y'all see
Right.
me, I'm eating, I'm hungry. Um, the lady is an older lady. The video that's going viral, right?
Right.
She whooped the kid, but she sent something home, and I don't care what nobody say. They know that kid was Spanish, so they send something in Spanish language. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
nowhere possible, right? And you
Right.
might feel different than what I feel, but this is the way I feel.
Hold
Some
on. Hold on. So the kid that got whooped was Mexican.
Spanish, Mexican, he was something else other than black.
All right.
He was Spanish, or I know he wasn't white or black. That's all I know.
Hey, we could double team this one. I could add my wife up in this one because she
What you just what
uh
you said?
because she know about the whoopings thing. I
But
told you that
yeah, I
ain't for
mean,
me.
I'm like, this is how I feel. Like some cultures don't. I mean, she can be added. That's fine. Some cultures do not discipline their children. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
look at it, because I discipline mine. Call me, I'm coming. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna discipline my child. I'm not gonna, oh, that ain't nothing but a $50 laptop, or that ain't nothing. Okay, blah blah blah. Right?
Right.
So that was an older lady. That wasn't like some loose cannon young person that didn't have patience or whatnot, right?
Right.
So I know that for sure that they sent a letter home to the mom, and I guess to keep from suspending him or whatever they were going to do, they told him they would paddle him, right?
Right.
And so he evidently had to sign the paper. And like I told him, if they know that he was not black or white, so they knew to send a version of Spanish, right?
Right.
For her to read it. She's on there filming. That's the pilot, God forgive me, and I might be wrong, to get a green card. You know how you make sympathy and stuff? So she
Yeah.
was filming it. If you didn't want someone to whoop your child, someone you born out of your JJJ, if you really scary or not, you're not going to let someone else whoop your child. You know what I'm saying? And so it is going viral. People like, I wish that was my child, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Lord, it's freezing. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I wish that was my child, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, if that was your child, some people spend like 8 hours with child children. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, how you think it's okay to like, give your troubles to that teacher? You know what I'm saying? And I was
Yeah.
like, y'all can get mad all y'all want. Some coaches do not discipline their children. And that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some of people in our culture, the new generation, they really don't discipline their kids anymore. So why you think that older lady that's probably clearly she looked at 40, 50, in that area, right? So
Right.
her tolerance, I'm sure she has grandkids, right? And I'm sure
Mhm.
the type of person she is, she probably treated each child like they were her grandkids or her, you know what I'm saying? When you have
Yeah.
old teachers like that, right? And so, well, I got so many tags and I was going back at them, but I was like, at a point, okay, I'm done because I have to get to work because I have to really make money because that's how I make my living. You know what I'm saying? I don't go clock in at 9 to 5. So I told a guy, like, clearly you don't have a job. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I said, but I'll play with you later. Those is my words to him. See, I do that more on Instagram because Instagram don't ban you like I have to learn how to choose my battles with Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
And what I learned when I say something crazy on Facebook now, delete it immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like delete it immediately. When you say it, say what you gotta say. I just go like I said some stuff yesterday. I immediately deleted it.
Yeah.
And because you don't know what you're saying wrong. Like if you challenge me, I'm challenging you back. If you get rude with me, I'm finna get rude back with you. You know what I'm saying? And so now I said something really crazy to you. Now you mad. So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't get it. Like I was like, these people have, because I said the word black people are crazy. I forgot what it was about. All I put black people crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have race involved. That's what
But
they're gonna
I'm
say.
black. I can't be nothing but black. So how
Yeah.
can I be racist against myself?
Well,
You know,
Facebook.
I guess I should have said people are. I don't know what to use. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
whatever it was, I can't remember what it was precise they said, but I know it was something crazy. And all I used the word crazy. And I went
Yeah.
on. And it wasn't like you dumb MFers, y'all need to whatever, whoop the whoop. You know how you go in. Though I used 2 words and got banned for 7 days. I say I be motherfucker. And I just text. I said I'm in jail. And then you just call me and say I'm 30 days. And say, God, we're gonna have to get more than one profile. Look, hey,
Yeah, but they starting to get smart with that. When you get more than one profile, my buddy, when one of his gets banned, all of them get banned.
what? Well,
Yeah.
he got to change. One of mine is Erica Pierce, and one is Erica Trinell. But
Oh,
I
you
had to
got
start. Yeah, I got Erica Trinell and Erica Pearson. So when they ask me my ID, my name is Erica Trinell. So they can't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like all my other pages, I could have been on it. It's just that one, that big one that they know everybody go to and everybody like my pictures and stuff. They make sure they ban that one. They don't want you to. They don't want you to get popular unless you are paying them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I was like, Lord, like we need to go to a one-on-one class with Facebook to tell us what we can and cannot say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no longer freedom of speech at
It,
all.
it used to not be that way. You used to say anything on Facebook. It all started with that election, like with Hillary and Donald Trump in 16. That's when people started getting put in Facebook jail.
Yeah, they must have saying some crazy stuff, huh?
Well, they want you to think for whatever political party, they want everybody to think like Democrat. If you say anything good about Democrats, you'll never get banned. If you say anything bad, that's when they start flagging your account.
They got an agenda, whatever it is. I don't know, but like I said, I don't. I mean, they better give some good candidates because I'm not voting Democrat under no circumstances next time. I'm not.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
see, they done passed the Asian bill, the gay bill. Everybody got something except us.
we're not gonna get nothing.
Nope. Well, they gonna start talking about it again around the midterm elections, about in the next year and a half when
Let
it
me,
get time for them
let me
Senate
tell you
races.
something. Certain people think by giving black folks money, we're gonna shut up about people getting killed. That's why they throwing all that money out there. Because they know fashion, all this stuff is black people. You know what I'm saying? They actually setting their butt up. You feel me? Because some of them gonna get it right, some of them gonna get it wrong, but they still gonna have it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think that, yeah, they are gonna start talking about it, but I ain't gonna try to hear it this time.
Yeah, they're gonna start talking about it, and it's gonna be
I kind of like, even though I don't like the way Lindsay behaved, I understand. I had to sit there and like not listen at him. I had to listen to him. I kind of understand, like, giving all this money. You see how many people want to work?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to work.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, don't nobody want to work. So I'm like, don't nobody want to work. Everybody want this free money. As long as you're giving it to them, they're not going to try to work. Nope. And the Democrats, let's keep giving the black people money so we can stay in power, so we can do everything we want to do.
Yeah.
Our VP, she's not black, and I heard what is that man named? God dog it.
Dr. Umar.
No, the one I sent you the video. The guy, he was explaining. It was a olive branch to her native people.
Oh yeah, Dr. Umar.
Oh, that's him. Okay. I like to hear him sometimes, and sometimes I don't. But I really like to hear him when he debate.
Yeah.
He is one of the smoothest debaters that I ever seen. You steady be thinking you giving a point, and he steady be like, chop, 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 chop. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I listened to that, and, you know, Envy was talking about the 16-year-old girl, the shots, whatever. And I don't think he disputed that the police should have done something. You get what I'm saying? I think it was the problem with, he felt that he didn't value her life enough to try to do anything else. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's what my mind frame was at when I was saying he just shouldn't have shot her. You get what I'm saying? At least four times, that was a lot. That was for me. Even if she was 16, 20, 30, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? She was still getting bullied. And I mean, I understand he walking up, not knowing who's the bully or whoever it is, right? And all you see is this, you know? And I mean, I just felt like a taser, anything could have stopped that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you're gonna say that, why not say her daddy should have gave her a taser instead of giving her that knife?
The thing at the end of the day, everybody's there wrong as a kid. I'm thinking about her. You know, I'm not thinking about the ignorant people around her, because everybody who's involved needs to go to jail. Because now this child would never ever know what her life would have been. You get what I'm saying? Regardless, you know, I wouldn't have gave my child no damn knife. I would have, as a man, I would have slapped the hell out of one of them children. I would have never gave my child a knife to end up wanting to go to jail. I'm a man. Ain't nowhere in the world you as a man
Yeah,
can't
but
push one
look
of
at it
them
like
down
this.
or
If he
whatever, or punch one arm down. You know, I seen you when you say he handed her something, because I really didn't know what it was. And when you said
yeah,
it was a knife, I was like, so you know, like I'll feel bad as a man at this point, knowing I gave my child that knife. That cop drove up and he reacted the way he wanted to react it, because he could have done other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't live with myself knowing I did that. So as a man, you had all them grown ass people out there, two girls on one. There's nowhere possible something could have happened differently. You know what I'm saying? Like something should have happened differently with that. It ain't because of this and that. You get what I'm
yes, it
saying?
is.
The
If he don't
professional,
give her a knife,
no, the
she's still
professional,
alive.
but the professional is the cop though.
If he don't give her the knife, the girl's still alive today.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, because he
You know,
not.
there's
If
a
they
lot of
just fighting, he
there's a
not
lot
gonna
of
pull up and shoot.
there's a lot of situations where I done see women get knocked down, ain't had nothing in their hand.
Yeah,
This
but the
small
police
movement, he
pulled
could have
up at
said
the
he
perfect
thought.
time.
This cause and what if she didn't have no knife, right? Say instance like they always have. She don't have no knife, but she's in the act of fighting. And him in his
Yeah.
mind, or he's gonna say, just like they said with the guy with the phone to his ear. I didn't know what was to his ear. A person gonna put if I had a knife to my ear or my head, that means I'm trying to kill myself. So why shoot me? Like the guy. Remember the guy that was in there and the 911 caller was telling him to go outside, but the police was either they were ignoring them or they just wasn't on the same page. So the guy with the phone talking to the 911 to his ear, walking out, you know, follow her instructions, and he ended up getting killed. So it's like a two-headed sword for me. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that could have probably stopped? Yeah, it probably could have, but we don't know what would have happened by him just because he came up and I did hear him say stop or whatever he did, but I mean, I've been young. I mean, if I'm mad, I ain't hear nobody.
Yeah, but
I
like
mean,
I say,
it's not a
cause and
bully thing
effect.
because they young and they was adolescents and they were
He,
children. And to be honest, that girl, they're saying that they believe that that girl is the one that called. And that's what they're investigating to see who actually made that 911 call. And so you know, the one Nancy Grace, I ended up browsing and I saw her, and she said if it was her, the dynamics of that case going to change because they were well aware that she was a minor because whoever was on there spoke and said that they were a minor. So I just like I said, I wanted to all the way unfold. I was listening more to the people who are out there, and sometimes you can't listen to that because everybody's angry. You get what I'm saying? So obviously, yeah, I was totally against the knife being handed to her, but I was totally against that officer thinking it was okay to this. Like, man, come
how
on.
you know she a kid? If you pulling up and seeing somebody with a knife, or you saying, "Oh, well, I'm gonna let this
But I
kid
mean,
kill this
you
lady.
could have stuck her with the taser. He could have stuck her with
I'm
a
gonna let
taser.
this kid
And
stab this."
that taser was gonna get her right.
You ain't
That
got
taser
to.
was gonna get her right. I don't
No,
think nobody
I
say.
because the video I sent you showed you that guy almost got killed tasing a black woman. He
I ain't seen
tased
that
her
one.
and tased her and tased her, and she still grabbed her gun and
It
shot
was,
the
she was on some
police.
serious dope.
Okay, you ain't got time to think. Oh, is this
Bro, but let me tell you,
should I
right?
not handle this kid?
You know, doggone well that those kids. Let me make sure I put the chat on in case somebody want to comment. You know, doggone well, them kids, right? Those kids, they weren't finna do that. That should have been a judgment. They go to school for like counseling and all this stuff before they become a cop. So they know, just like a person who actually sit down to break you down as a counselor, try to, help you, work through things. Those people go through all that. So I mean, for me, I just don't think that it should have resulted into, if he didn't even shot her once, I probably like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
He didn't
saying he
intend
shouldn't
to
have
kill
shot
her.
her. He should have did this. He should have did that. As if the
But
other
you
girl's
saying
life don't matter.
it don't matter when you initiate it. It don't matter to me no more.
Okay, but the person
It
about
don't
to
no more.
stab
It don't.
somebody, that changes the game. You can't say that the person that's about to kill somebody shouldn't have been killed. That's
Bro,
what you're saying.
no. What I'm saying, if you're provoking and you're initiating, whatever you get after that, you get what you get after that.
Yeah, but she got a
If those
father there.
girls is
Why her
not
father
messing
didn't
with
keep her
her,
inside the house?
you keep saying about the people. I'm trying to tell you where I'm coming from. If you're provoking, that's anybody.
That's hood stuff.
If you
That
call
girl
hood
got a
whatever you
daddy.
want, you call the hood whatever you
That
want.
girl got a daddy,
Guess
and
what?
she
White
shouldn't
folks
be
don't
no
even play that.
hood.
White folks don't play that. If you
My daddy would
provoking,
have never allowed me to go outside and fight somebody in the yard.
bro,
He didn't want that
you
capability around the house.
coming in my grounds. You have a right to bear arms right there in Texas.
Not as a 16-year-old.
If it don't matter if it's 16. At the end of the day,
Yes, it do.
you're violating. You don't matter.
A kid don't have the right to bear arms.
You're violating.
A kid don't have a right to bear arms.
But they
You
got
can't
a right
even
to
buy
pick
a
up
gun
knife.
till you 21.
Guess what? She bared an arm. She bared the knife, and she lost her life behind it. But at the end of the day, they
all on her dad.
Try to provoke. I don't care about hood. Whatever uppity stuff.
It's all on the dad.
Get violated, they're going to defend their children, their family, and everything. You're not gonna tell me if a person comes slap your wife in the face that you're gonna walk away. You ain't finna tell me that.
We're not gonna leave out our house. We're gonna stay in the house and call the police and let the police deal with it.
If you can't call the police, then what? You gonna go in the house? You gonna look as a man? Your wife then got slapped, and you gonna walk in the house after she got slapped? Come on, man.
Yeah, because we not like that no more.
You ain't gonna make me think.
We're all about peace. Now, when I was in my 20s, I was about that drama.
First and foremost, you are not peace. You be bro, you be on the internet really giving it to people. Don't you holler about
me? You don't be seeing the stuff they send me in DMs and fucking with me.
Okay, so why go after them if you're in peace? They're talking crazy to you. Say, if you don't let people talk crazy to you, I know for a fact you will not walk away. Sure. So don't play that game.
I'm telling you, all that stuff that went down at my house. Man,
I'm looking at you so calm. You be so calm, and it's like you're vexing them at this point. And I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? I'll go and look and see what you said versus to what they said. Bro, don't tell me you're gonna walk away. Guess what? You could tell it to anybody, but I'm not gonna. You can't.
Did you see what my friend of 30 years told me? That screenshot.
Now that I think that was super childish.
Yeah,
that was super childish. I'm not. Even if me and my friend, I have a friend that we've been friends 15 whatever years. We clash all the time. So we very opinionated. But at the end, when we get off that phone, we love each other. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing certain people, there's nothing you can do to make me argue with them. You know what I'm saying? Because those are my friends. I don't call them BITCHs. They don't call me BITCHs because we're our friends. You know how you have some girl like, bitch, girl. And I turn around and look at you like, we're not friends. Don't do that. Because if we ever get in an argument, you tell me that you're not my friend. I'm going to react in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So I stop certain things or certain ways you talk to me because I don't do it to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that situation, 30 years behind a conversation, that was the most weirdest thing that possibly someone can do. That's something you had in your heart from the beginning. Maybe he just been looking at you, calling you Mr. Know-It-All. You know, like when now I could get in there, I could say something to him. You get what I'm saying? And it turned out wrong. It went all the way wrong.
He was trolling me on everything I would post, all in the You From Baton Rouge group.
He was waiting.
Yeah, he had been fucking with me and I just ignore it. And my other buddy would tell him, hey man, why you on him like that? And finally, what you seen in the screenshots was me finally just going off on him. But I got men are like that. men that's raised by women have more emotions
Bro,
than
I'm
the
so
women that
tired of hearing
raise them.
about this
They
men and
do.
woman bullshit.
They
That
do.
don't got nothing to do with that.
Yes, they
Y'all
do.
just got some sick. Y'all got some feminine ways. Men's really
Nah,
don't have nothing to do with no woman. Y'all got some
nah,
feminine goddamn ways.
nope. Check them dudes that's raised by women that don't have no
That's
uncles or no
bullshit.
dads in their
That
lives.
bullshit.
I'm
That
telling you,
bullshit.
they the killers. They the guys that walk up to people
And I
and
know a
sneak
lot of
them.
dudes. I know a lot of dudes that daddy and mama then raised them and they're in the street. So that's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's guys who got caught up trying to be something that they wasn't.
That's
I
bullshit.
give you a perfect example. Dude used to be a bully at Baker named Troy Wynn. This nigga
I
was a
remember
pimp.
Troy Wynn, but I don't remember
Yeah,
Troy Wynn being a bully.
yeah, that nigga used to try to bully me and a couple of my partners. We were younger than y'all. We like 2 years under y'all.
Right. How are you? How
Man,
old are you?
I just made 46 in January.
Yeah, you under me. Yeah, I'm like 49.
Yeah. So that nigga came from a good
I remember
home, but he
Troy
was
Wynn. I
trying to
don't
be a
remember his
gangster.
face, but I remember him. But I didn't know he was no bully because he definitely wasn't a bully. You know, like
Yeah, that nigga was in the bum rush. Remember the gang out of Scotland called the bum rush that
say
went to
his name
Baker with us?
again. Oh, that's my heart, boy. You better talk about my friend.
Yeah. That
That's
nigga
my
was in the
that was my partner. Did Willie die? Oh no.
No, not Willie. I say Troy.
I mean,
Troy
that's what I mean. I
Troy.
mean, Troy. Yeah, I
Oh, last
remember
time
him.
I seen him was like up in 97 or 98. He was a
But they had
crackhead
stopped
behind the
getting in
mall.
trouble though. They had stopped getting in trouble though.
Yeah, he was a crackhead behind the mall, and he was like, "Oh man,
Wow.
I ain't got nothing against you." And he used to dress nice, but he was dirty and shit. But
Wow.
his sister, well, I think they were sister and brother or cousin,
Oh,
Demetria. She died last year.
wow. You know, I've seen a friend. Her name was Alicia Bell. She it was weird, if that
I
makes
know
sense.
that name.
It was she was from Beechwood and
Yeah,
she was so little and she kept saying, "You don't remember me?" And I kept looking at her. You know how you can tell they were somebody you knew, but you
yeah.
just could not like figure it out because she was so little. And then she told me what was wrong with her, and she said, "I'm Alicia Bell," and I'm like, "Oh, girl," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And back then, I didn't know what HIV really was. So I was
yeah,
kind of like, I was still talking to her, but I was like, you know, we didn't know where you was getting it. That's the time when it first started hitting the Black community. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like scared. I'm gonna be honest, like scared. But once I realized I shouldn't have been scared, you know, once I got more knowledge about it, because they were saying, don't drink behind them, don't touch. You know how to back then when it first come out, right? So I
right.
just didn't know. So I felt bad that I didn't embrace her as much because I knew her. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people that I went to school with, then I'm looking like, well, damn, they're on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say I was no good child, but I would, you know, I didn't use drugs. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
you know, I did some bad shit, but I definitely didn't do drugs and nothing like that. But I did see some friends that I was cool with, you know, that I was like, Lord, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of, like I said, I get simply upset, like, you know, when I see the killing both ways a little bit, you know, like some things, I'm gonna say this, some people are born into that type of stuff, you know,
yeah,
and I didn't see an instance where, you know, a person had done so much stuff, right? Because that's the topic about, you know, killing whatever, right? And
right.
it's like some instance you done all what you'd have done 17, 15, 16, you know what I'm saying, 20, 21, all the way up to 25. So you start trying to figure out, I'm 26 and I'm still living. You get what I'm saying? Now I got all these kids that I done played around in the street with different women. So I got to figure some shit out. You get what I'm saying? So you start
Yeah,
drastically figuring out life. And so you basically you change, but you still have these little knuckleheads and you still have done stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So now you either always gonna, you know, it just depends on the extent of what you done in the street. They're gonna always make you have to carry a gun. Versus
yeah,
some people done some stuff, but they could walk away. You get what I'm saying? So I think that like stuff that's been happening lately in Baton Rouge. You get what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like you're super successful and people see that, so they thought sometimes they think you so comfortable, right? So now I can deal with you for what you did.
I know.
Yes, mama, somebody was from Facebook. They need candy butt over here. But now you have to, I could catch you off, but I still couldn't catch you because you still not stupid, but you live in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Or you move in a different way. And that's what I get mad. Like, yeah, I do see black on black crime. Yes, I do see the police bull crap. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you push a lot of those layers back, there's layers to why some people still have to do certain things. Why people, oh, he got caught with a gun. I know it's gonna be eventually. Why people may have to still tote one because obviously my life wasn't this good. You know what I'm saying? So I look at a lot of this stuff and I'm like, it's like you could never ever in a sense change like 100%, And if you do, like some people I done seen they didn't change, trying to live their life, but guess what? They end up getting killed. And it be sometimes it would be nothing about what they did. It's just either common. I don't like to use the word common, but I have to use that word because I can't put a word there. Common and caught up with them. That they're relaxed. They're not doing what we call the bad deeds anymore. And you want to live this life. You got your grandkids. You loving them more than you probably love your kids. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, when people talk about the black on black crime, you talk about this, you talk about that. Some of these people are just born and they either have to die in it or end up in jail in it, or if they try to walk away from it, they still have to bear arms from it. You get what I'm saying? Because you have some knucklehead feel as if, oh, my people couldn't do it. Oh, F that nigga, he killed my cousin 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
you got to let it go.
I'm just being honest. They don't. I'm just keeping it real. Like, and it's more the OGs putting batteries in these young people's hands, in their backs, in their hands, but backs. Roboting. Oh, I thought you was out here. That nigga this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's a breakdown of stuff that causes certain things. Some people are just ignorant, and some people just want to do it for show, or they just want to do it just because they want to be a part of something. But you got some people, when the drug game was what it was, like you said, the bomb rush crew and all that, right? All them turned that was in the bomb rush crew, that was from one neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They was from right out there in the field. That's what all the people from bomb rush was, Skyland or the field. I remember when Crack got killed, you remember him? And stuff like that at a party. That's the first
I remember when it happened, but I didn't ever know him.
But I'm just saying, but I know you heard of it, right? So that's the first person as a teenager that I heard that got killed by whatever. We used to go to skating rink. I don't know if you ever went there, but we used to go to skating rink every Sunday, right? And they used to fight. They'll take their, when they take their skates out. You had people from the field.
That's what my cousin was telling me the other day. She don't remember fighting. I say, shit, my generation fought at Leo's
they came out on campus. They was coming
Yeah.
out on Baker High, like people from Glen Oaks. They call them the prep boys. They'll come all on the campus to fight. Remember Freejo and all them?
Mm-hmm.
All them that's at Freejo dead, but they came all on there. But I can't call too many people names that's living, but everybody parked with terrace had low rider trucks. You get what I'm saying? We partied, we had fun. We used to go to the levee. I ain't gonna lie, my youngin' years was fun. We didn't have to run too much like they do now. But when it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down. You get what I'm saying? You either don't go or you go.
Yeah, but what you're saying is no excuse for it because you could walk away. I was living that life. If I was still in Baton Rouge today, I would either be in prison or I'd be in jail. I walked away from a lot. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of money, and I had to swallow my pride over a lot of bullshit because, niggas was jacking out of money. I was at rags behind $500 worth of tickets. I beat this nigga up in Cortana Mall. And that was earlier that Saturday. We went to Rags at night, and a car full of niggas saw me and my best friend together in the traffic around Rags. So they passed us going their way, and we was stuck. We couldn't move. I didn't have my gun or nothing. And right there in front of the club, they got out their car. It was like 5 or 6 of them. They was kicking my hood. Nigga jumping on the trunk. And this dude walked up, the dude brother, it was a guy named Bebo. His brother walked up to my window and put the gun to my head. And he was like, see, you ain't talking that shit now. All but this damn, because I sold.
Nigga, you think if I had my tool, I wouldn't?
Yeah, shit. All this because I sold Bebo my cutlass. Tell that nigga, we couldn't make it to Piggly Wiggly to get it notarized. Hey, bro, don't drive the car until we get the paperwork switched over. He went out and got $500 of tickets that I had to pay, and that's what it was about. So they gonna blow my head off because I beat Bebo up earlier that day over $500.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't. Look, hey. When we was coming up, it wasn't about just going kill nobody, and that's just the heaven truth. It was about a respect thing at that time. It was never about, you know, oh, he got a pair of Jordans and I don't. Let me take them. Well, I ain't gonna lie. They started at one time. They was taking people. Remember those big coats that we had? They had all the different type of basketball. What you call those jackets? What do you call those jackets?
What, the starter jackets?
Yeah, I think they were starter jackets. They had like all the pro basketball players on there, football players. Remember back in the day when everybody was wearing them? Then everybody started wearing Jordans. People was making people take off their Jordans and stuff. You'll hear them. They make them get out their clothes. Now they done dumb shit like that. But
let me finish the part about the karma. You
know, I'm sorry. I thought you was done. My bad.
Oh, okay. The dude named Mario, he was with him. Think about it. This like what I tell you, how small Baton Rouge is.
Right.
Here, me and this dude grew up in my neighborhood. I sat at his bedside when he was on his deathbed. He had diabetes real bad.
Wow.
And here, when we grown men, this nigga is with niggas that got a gun to my head. Okay. Fast forward. I used to be in ministry, so I used to preach. About 10 years ago, the pastor at my wife's church up in Zachary asked me to do the opening prayer for church.
Right.
So I come out the pulpit and I tell everybody, let's bow our heads in prayer. The dude that put the fucking gun to my head was standing right there in church.
Wow.
I see him and I hear a voice in my ear because I stay strapped. I mean, I had my gun at church with me in the car.
Coming to church to like.
Right.
Because his life was changed. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't know that feeling that you get from having a fucking gun in your head.
I ain't gonna lie.
You never get over that. So here I am praying in church. I done changed my life, my wife, my kids there, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my father-in-law, everybody there. I hear a voice in my head say, oh man, that's that nigga right there that put that gun in your head.
That was the devil.
Go to your motherfucking car, get that gun, and come handle that nigga. I prayed. I mean, I set the church on fire to where people was crying and everything. Okay. After church, the dude comes up to me. He was like, bro, you really blessed me with that prayer. Right. I don't even know if he remembered me. I told my wife about it. She told her sister, and her sister told her the dude's wife, and the dude's wife don't want to admit that he was ever out there in the streets, but I remember him. You never forget nobody who had
let me tell you something. When you look in you look down the gun of a barrel, you'll never forget a face. If he wasn't masked, you'll never forget that nigga, the way he sound. And no homo, you'll never get the way that nigga smell. He's gonna be a dirtier smell, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna forget none of that. You feel me?
Well, his last name is Price, but I never knew his first name. I just remember his brother that I beat up. They used to call him Bebo.
Where they were from? Where they was from?
They went to I think they went to Baker, but I don't know them.
Was they from Parkwood Terrace?
I don't know. They dark skinned and the dude they look alike, but Bebo is a
What kind of
short
cars
guy.
they used to drive?
See, I don't remember all that because they used to ride in a pack full of dudes.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm telling you that I would be dead if I was still there because I used to be into some shit. I mean, you got to
Right.
think, like I told you, when niggas was teenagers, 20 and 19 and all that shit, being happy to drive to New Orleans to go to Bayou Classic shit. I was already going to Mexico across the desert with my cousin them to do what they was going out there to buy. So
Right.
I was already, and I
And
was
I
the
was
clean cut guy.
15, 16 years old in Bob's and Vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I truly was like, I had fun. I don't care what nobody say. I know, I feel that our generation was not, even though we had flaws, right? But I think our generation was more happier than this generation. I'm just keeping it real. Like, and when they went to jail, they knew they were gonna go. Now, oh, this puss ass nigga, he stopped me, took me to jail. Nigga, did you have weed on you? Nigga, did you have that gun on you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That bitch couldn't let me go. And I don't watch my baby father go to jail. You feel me?
Yeah.
And stuff. And I don't watch him, oh, let me give her my stuff. You get me? I done been in situations where they didn't pull something that was his from me. And he come to the scene and like, nah, we ain't doing that like that. That don't belong to her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know that was in there, And my thing is it like I just look at stuff and I look at time, like time is just effed up. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't say nothing. You can't, like, even when we just didn't call it bullying when I was coming up. You get what I'm saying? Like even if you from my neighborhood, we had people obviously we talked about. I'd have been talked about, right? As youngins. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we learn how to talk back and say what we had to say about people ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go around like, oh, he talking about me. That's bullying. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't do that. Like, it's like everything you say, someone has to make a comment, you bullying. Like every time I say something, a rebuttal to someone saying something to me or whatever, I'm a bully. And I'm like, I didn't tell you don't comment under my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, well, I was minding my business, giving my opinion like you were.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. You can come into the opinion, but I be damned if I'm gonna let you come into me. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about my opinion on what I said, but when you think you're finna get personal and say something like direct to me, the word ignorant, and I see you don't know no better, I be like, I ain't gonna lie, I get so ratchet. I get so ratchet with them. And that's just the heaven truth. Like, who are you talking to? First and foremost, I didn't tell you to go up under my comment. If you don't like it, read it, move along, right? So now you comment to me. You didn't comment about what I said. You commenting about me. Basically, you're trying to insult me. No, you're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough. Like, I just feel like enough is enough with stuff and people. And I mean, obviously they're not gonna stop killing until we start. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm
And we go back to what I told you.
Knock on wood, plastic wood, whatever this is. They're not gonna pass a bill about black brutality. They're not gonna do nothing towards anything for saving a black life. Look at this baby. This Negro killed somebody in Baker, Zachary, 2 people. Took that infant with him. That's what I'm telling you about regards for life. They killed that baby. Knowing that baby was in the car. They shot that car with that infant in that car. You get what I'm saying? And I understand you needed to stop him. But you shot in the car knowing innocent child was in that car.
When that happened in Baker, you say?
Yeah, the dude yesterday killed a woman and a boy, and he fled with the newborn baby. Like the baby, he's not even one. I know for a fact he's in his early months. You get what I'm saying? Beautiful black little chocolate baby.
Yeah.
They shot the car with that. It's trending right now. I'm gonna try to put you in it. It's trending. They had no regards for that baby. F him. You get what I'm saying? Because it's always if this or that or this or that. No, I look at the picture of what I'm looking at. That's an infant in that car that didn't do nothing to deserve to be in there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You so high-headed, we gonna catch his ass right now. Just shoot it up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he killed 2 people, but you still.
Who did it, Baker or Zachary?
Huh?
Who did it, Baker or Zachary?
They caught him in Mississippi.
They
caught him in Mississippi. So I'm gonna be honest. I gotta go read about it because I mean, this the fact knowing that child was in the car and they knew that he fled with that child. It ain't nothing about okay, child that have a knife had nothing. It's a criminal in the car and it's an innocent bystander in the car. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they lit it up. They killed them both of them together. And I'm like, well, goddamn, roadblocks, anything. Even if he would have ended up smashing into something, I think it's just a big deal for me. You just don't care about any of it.
Yeah, but if we don't care as a community, how can you have other people?
Y'all keep saying that, but they are the professionals. They're getting paid with your tax dollars.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It does matter when you are trained, equipped. You go through 2 years of college to become a cop. You're supposed to be psychologically ready to hit the streets. And if you're not, they have resources out there to help you. At the end of the day, you cannot tell me no different because we don't do this. You don't gotta do shit.
I'm about to prove it to you. That's
a baby.
No, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that because I don't know about that one. But that one with the knife, if what I'm saying is wrong, then why you think Reverend Al and Ben Crump and all them not talking about it? Because they know that fucking man didn't have a choice.
You know why they ain't talking about it? It ain't no money. I don't care for them. If it's not publicity, if it's not gonna make them $1,
publicity. It happened before the one in North Carolina.
That's not publicity that they know they could go do a wrongful suit. At the end of the day, that cop is hands down.
What you're saying is true.
Wait. Hands down, that cop is not gonna get in no trouble. See them adults that was out there, they hand that knife. See, when all that shit is said and done, their ass going to jail. So there's no publicity for them to go out there and well, I take that back. The man, the lawyer man did talk about it.
Yeah, but they ain't out there like they up in North Carolina marching and shit.
Honest to God, to be honest, on the right hand of it, he done the right thing. You get what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I felt that he should have done something different. The value of life doesn't mean shit to them people. That's just what I believe. I don't care.
So the other girl life didn't matter?
Well, she's aggressive. So
no, she's not. If I walk up and somebody got a knife about to stab somebody,
guess what?
But that's not the way it looked when the police pull up.
It didn't start off like that. It didn't start off.
But that's not what he saw.
No.
When I pull up, that's what I know. When I pull up, that's all I know.
Bro, they were fighting way before that. The girl
had but the cop didn't see all that.
But that's
a cop only sees what he sees.
You can't really blame too much on him, put too much barrier on him, but he should have done something different.
No, you can't. Somebody about to stab somebody, and you saying, "Oh well, I feel sorry for the person about to stab."
Somebody bullied your child in the corner, and she had to pick something to defend herself.
They all related.
Hold up. The cop drove up while she's in the act. She should have died.
They're all related.
Bro, no, it's not.
All those are foster kids.
It's not.
They are.
Man, they had other people other than foster kids came there to fight her.
Right.
Earlier that day. That was in the first encounter that girl had with trouble being bullied.
Okay, let me give you a perfect example. Somebody that just logged into your show. Do they know what we done talked about 10 minutes ago?
I have no effing
No,
idea.
they don't. They
I
only know what we're talking about
first
now.
and foremost, I don't know, but I know Daryl go back and look and see what we were arguing
Right,
about.
but when somebody about to jug somebody, they don't have time to say, "Oh well, I wonder what happened before I got here."
Missing a point. I never said that he will go to jail. I never said that he shouldn't react as a cop. I said that he had no value.
No.
And all your rebuttal is, well, we don't have to. That's not my relative, but that's his job to care.
His job is not to
he's a public servant. That's his job.
No.
That's his
His job is not to de-escalate.
Oh my God! I
His
wish
job is not to de-escalate.
Somebody come in, help me out.
I'm trying to tell you.
See, come in right now. That man is a public servant.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see what the black police that be on First 48 said? He said the cop did exactly what they were supposed to do.
He's lying.
Why?
They do not tell a cop to go and aim and kill people. And if they do, that's executing. Basically, you're executing the public.
They tell a cop to protect and serve.
Oh, protect and serve. They're a public servant, though.
Right, but you can't kill nobody in front of no cop.
Man, them white folks, man, bro, get out of here, man.
That's not true.
That boy just stabbed that white cop in the back. He ain't even pulled nothing. He ain't pulled no rod out or nothing. He pulled the taser out.
Find the rest of the video.
He didn't pull that rod out on that white boy.
Find the rest of the video. Find the rest of the video.
He didn't pull that rod out.
You ain't get to see it.
I did. He didn't pull the rod out. He was pulling out taser.
They cut it. They cut it so you couldn't see what he was doing.
Watching the man pull the taser out and tase this white boy.
They didn't even show that.
The value of life, bro. Value of life. You can't. You gonna argue all day about that. The value of life when you speak to these people.
Let me tell you what civilized people do.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing about your version of civilized.
Listen.
Your version of civilized is not mine.
No, listen. This was the real streets. This ain't no shoot 'em up nigga stuff. This is real street shit. Every group,
real and fake.
Listen.
All right.
Every ethnicity, every other race, they tell you in the streets, women and kids is off limits when it's some bullshit popping off.
It just depends.
We're the only race. No, Italians don't kill the guy that they want, wife and kids. They gonna only get that guy.
Yes,
no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Women and kids are off limits.
Italians do. That's bullshit.
No, they don't.
Italians
no, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
On what it was. It depends on what it was and what they did. And they won't leave their seat to live.
They will not kill women and kids. Women and kids is off limits.
You and I gonna do
Let's do it.
Hold up. You and I gonna do a survey because I could bet you more whites die more than blacks. I could tell
they do.
More whites are on food stamps than blacks. So
yeah, that's true.
I'll keep saying
that's
civilized.
True.
Them motherfuckers ain't no civilized than we are. So
when I'm saying civilized, I don't walk down the street and expect no white man to just sneak me or jump on me. Yeah, but I can expect niggas to do
what
that.
Are you talking about? We got all the Susans. We got a bunch of Susans out there. We got a bunch of Daves out there. Now.
They ain't fighting nobody. They ain't fighting nobody.
Publicly talking to y'all like y'all ain't shit.
They ain't fighting nobody. They ain't fighting nobody.
Oh, they are. What? Oh my
Karens
God.
don't fight nobody.
Like you is drowning.
You tripping.
You're drowning.
Karens don't fight nobody. When you ever seen a Karen fight somebody?
Bro, these people are publicly trying to embarrass you, publicly calling you niggas. I don't know if I should sit on YouTube, but publicly calling you all this bull crap out here. We have a bunch of Daves and we have a bunch of Susans out here. So please do not say you go somewhere and a white person ain't gonna jump out and do you nothing. That's bullshit.
I ain't never went nowhere and had to fight no white man.
That's you. Because like you say, you're gonna run. You're not gonna stick around.
I ain't gonna run.
Yeah.
No, I said I wouldn't be out in my yard fighting nobody or letting my daughter fight. That's what a mature father would do.
That's when you're with your child versus you're not with your child.
That dad was with his child. That dad was with his child and gave his child a knife.
You told me if someone slaps your wife, you're gonna take your wife inside, and you and your wife gonna go inside. That bullshit.
Right, we're gonna call the police.
That bullshit.
You realize we not those type of people. My wife ain't never had a fight in her life.
nobody look. Hey,
My wife,
no,
even
wait.
through high
I don't
school
believe
and
that's
middle
your.
school,
Wait. I
my
don't
wife
believe
has
that's your.
never had a fight.
Hold up. I don't believe your wife is humbuggers. But however, I said, like, say for instance, y'all somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a scenario because I'm not saying your wife will go and do anything because I think she seemed to look, to be a real decent woman, quiet, laid back, chill, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying in general, y'all minding y'all business. Like some of these people leaving out the store, going in their car, and someone just saying stuff, attacking all this bullshit you see on the internet, which, like I said, you really don't know what it is, but people are doing it. You know what I'm saying? And someone just say something to your wife, and they guard in your wife's face, like some of these people are doing. Like we got a lot of these Susans out here thinking like they have this big privilege out here that they can say whatever they want. Turn around and hit your damn wife. Boy, you is not gonna walk up in the house.
If it's a man, yeah, I'm gonna defend my wife, but I'm not about to go to jail over no fucking bullshit. Nobody talking to me or talking to my wife.
No, what I just said is somebody smack your wife.
Yeah.
Smack. We're not talking about talking.
If a
Wherever he
man
is, look,
smacks my wife, I'm
you
gonna
could
knock the
give.
shit out of him.
Look. First and foremost, you could get away with talking now because I'm at an age that I got a mouthpiece too. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot get away getting in my personal space talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You will not you will not get away with touching me. That's off limits. You know what I'm saying? But as a grown person, I learned everybody's entitled to say what the fuck they want to say. Just understand when I say whatever's gonna come out of my mouth, I'm gonna tell you better keep cool. You get me? So those are things I'm saying. I'm not saying no, indeed, I don't think no type of way you have that type of wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or nothing. I'm just saying people are like, even people, I can see them on video. Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? You heard what they said. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask me. You heard what they said. I would have filmed it and then defend myself. You get me what I'm saying? Because you have to, because it's always a he say, she say bullshit. And I understand a lot of people don't want to go to jail. I understand a lot of stuff with that. But for me, respect comes a long ways with me. You got to respect me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
You're trying to get respect from somebody you don't know.
Bruh, you know why? Because you're not gonna think it's okay to come in my face and slap me, get in my personal space. And you don't gotta have respect, but I'm going to make you respect me. And I'm not gonna lie. And I'm older, and I definitely know I will not pick a fight with nobody. I mind my business. I stay out of everybody's way because I know how my attitude can get. You get what I'm saying? I done walked away pretty much from a lot of stuff as I done got older, because I know that where I'm trying to go, and I know what I'm trying to do. But at the end of the day, if someone gets seriously in my personal space, or I just feel, I think for me, I'll feel so disrespected at that point. You can say whatever you want. You can hoop a holler across the car. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. I feel threatened at that point, because I don't know what you're finna do once you get up on me, And so I know that I will react because I don't want you hitting me. I don't want you hurting me. And outside, you said somebody might have a knife, like the girl. You might have something coming up on me. Oh, I'm finna defend myself. Oh, yes. To the max. I'm gonna get you back up off me. I'm gonna do it enough to get you up off me. Now, however God choose to do it, you know what I'm saying, is on God at that point, to turn out the ending of it,
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
that's
telling
the only
you.
thing I'm saying. I'm not saying like I know that you see your wife is lovely, and stuff like that. Like I know for a fact she looked to be humble, a humble person, So no, I would never think that she'll go off and blah 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 blah. That wasn't the point I was proving. The point as a man, someone just violates you for no apparent reason. You get what I'm saying? That was my point. The violation part. Huh?
We don't go. I'm trying to tell you. After I moved out of Baton Rouge and I realized that staying out of hoods, that I didn't get in no motherfucking trouble like I used to get into when I was in Baton Rouge. I don't go in the hood that often. If we go in the hood and get some food or something, we ducking in and ducking out. So we don't get in those situations. I'm gonna
be honest, the majority of the bullshit don't come out the hood. No, we can holler hood all we want, man. I was on the highway in Georgia because I didn't move in traffic, a 4-way busy lane, because I didn't because you know how the car's still going this way. So I was
Yeah.
making sure that they completely stopped because I'm the first one had to take off. And I had one guy just went through the light. So I'm making sure at this point because I didn't know what the car behind him was gonna do, you know. So the dude behind me blowed, but my light was green. So now I'm turning back, and you know, I paused for a minute, right? Do you know this man? I don't know if he thought what he thought that was in that car, but I ain't gonna lie, it took something from me because I just couldn't believe that a black man will pull a gun, which he probably didn't know I was a woman because I was in front of him, right? The type of vehicle I was in at the time, right? But it doesn't matter. You that mad that you'll pull a gun on somebody in traffic because they didn't move because fast as you wanted them to do. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff don't just, and guess what? I didn't say nothing to that man. I didn't provoke that man.
You
I didn't
just said it was a black man, though.
Huh?
You just said it was a black man, though.
Okay, black man.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm telling you.
Hold on. Let me correct you. I was I was up the street. I live in New Tampa. I'm gonna say that. I live in New Tampa, and that's all I'm gonna say where I live, right? I was in traffic, a white man called me a nigga. So it ain't just black people. And I promise you, when I was done talking to him, and I ain't gonna lie, the other white people in the other car told me you told his ass right. What I said, what probably wasn't right, but I said what I said to him when he called me the N-word. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't, and like I said, I'm nearly driving. Like, how can you get into it with somebody or altercation if you're driving? I didn't try to run over him. I just didn't move the way he wanted me to move and fast the way he wanted me to move. And he said, nigga, get out the way. And I read his lips. And so when we got to the next light, it was on and popping from that. You know what I'm saying? And I said some stuff. And it's dealing with their far uncles and sisters. They loved us. So I said a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna leave it at that. What I said. When you say that word, they was crossing us over state line to be with us, and they was leaving your aunties and grandmas at the house, looking like boys from the back. So you know me, I was getting down with them rough. You hear me? But it ain't. That's why I was trying to say it's not just, you know, like they publicize us so much to make us think it's only just us, though.
If you look at the numbers, you and I got a better chance at getting killed or beat up by a black person than a white person.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You're true.
Well, we put all our energy into white people.
Wait. You're factually correct on that.
Yeah, you are correct on that. We're taught to put all our energy into when the white people do it.
You're correct on that. You're correct on that. I want you that there. I would not dispute under no circumstances that there.
Every fight that I've had was with a black guy. Every time I got into
what you surrounded around though.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I grew up in Baker around white people.
It don't matter. You went to school with a bunch of niggas though. Baker integrated to a bunch of black people though.
Right. Well, it wasn't black when I was there.
I do apologize for saying the N-word. I said I was gonna try to scratch that from my tongue. I do apologize for that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm trying to not say that word, like, you know what I'm saying, at all.
Go look at that post that I posted about that 7-year-old. Like I said, Italians don't kill kids when they into some gangster shit. Them boys up in Chicago walked up to the drive-thru at McDonald's and shot in that car and killed that 7-year-old girl and wounded her daddy, all because they wanted her daddy.
And you know what, I'm gonna say this to you? He need to die. You didn't see that video he posted?
I didn't see it.
He said, I would die for the guys, but I'm not dying for my daughter. To come out of his mouth. I promise on God. See a nigga. Wait, hold up. A person like that, he have no reason to be here. Go Google him. I promise you're gonna find that video. Him saying, I'll die for the guys. I ain't dying for my baby. That's
think about it like this. I'm gonna say this and I gotta roll.
We're supposed to be roll because we're supposed to be now since 10 o'clock, but go ahead.
Okay. I think they said Chicago has had 1,500 shootings already this year.
Right.
And most of those were black people. So whose fault is all that?
You keep saying
1,500 just in Chicago.
Wait.
Just in
You keep
Chicago.
saying like.
Where you at?
Oh, my bad. Some kind of way I did something. You keep saying like I'm saying that it's the cops' fault that black on black crime is existing. No, that shit was handed down from something to something. Our uncles, grandfathers, whatever. Drugs came in our neighborhoods. Children saw their uncles and whatever in the 60s, 50s on drugs. They took that shit and then they started making money from that shit in the 80s, 70s, 80s, right? So then you made it into that this is our community and this is we're going to serve our own community because our uncles and stuff, right? So now we no longer just selling drugs. Now we going like I'm gonna say the skating rink, stuff like that. That's the only mutual place we could all meet at one place, right? Other than the levee back then. So now we're no longer everybody getting cars, whether they regular or not. You know, back then, you don't matter if it was regular or not. Somebody young, 14, 15 years old have a car with no license, no registration, none of that. But they got around, paint their cars, airbrush them, all that, right? So we turned around. Oh, his stuff open in here. So now what we finna do? We finna start beefing. It went from fighting to that same Negro, what's his name? Silky Slim, that started allegedly started the Southside Wrecking Crew. That's when shooting start. I was in the skating room in Baker. The dude pulled the thing up on the, remember them doors that was side them double doors? Remember you used to have that wooden thing now? The South used to go to Leo's. The South never came to Baker. They just heard about how we were doing it up there, like the dudes from the field, people from Parker Terrace, people from Dixie, the Smurfs, Design City Smurf, Bankstown Express, all them people used to be in there. Them dudes had rides, right? So they done heard about every Sunday, this would be going down another spot, right? So now they coming in there, they scoping out, they done got into it with some niggas, right?
Okay.
So now they don't want to fight. They come up in there with cut out. That's when sawed-offs got illegal. They came up in there with sawed-off shotguns, shooting up the skating ring. That was the first time in my life I encounter people shooting at other people other than just fighting. You get what I'm saying? So it comes from being jealous of one another. Right. And if we can't lose that, I never said a cop is responsible for another black man getting killed by another black man. A cop is responsible for his own actions.
Okay, but think about it like this. I gotta go, but I'm gonna say this right quick. Negroes don't have no dope no more. Mexicans got all the dope game now. So why they not killing each other the way?
Well, I mean, they do. They do.
No, they don't.
Killing going on right now.
No, they don't.
There's a lot of killing going on right now.
There's more Mexicans in America than there are black people.
Bro,
but their murders,
Mexico.
But their murders is nowhere close to what it is for black people in America.
Because they pay them their bribe and they drive.
But you still missing the point. You blaming the white man giving us drugs. Black people don't have no drugs no more. All the Mexicans got all that work. So why they not killing people the way the shit? Ain't no niggas got no dope. The Mexicans got all the dope. They cut all the black people out.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
You better you know who runs Chicago? Don't know black people run Chicago. The Mexicans run Chicago.
But guess what? That's on they dumb ass. They let the Japanese take over the nail shops. They let the homosexuals take over the damn hair salon. So guess what? Oh well.
But that's what I'm telling you. So why ain't Mexicans got all the dope? Why they not killing each other the way we kill each other?
But we don't know that because we don't know the statistics.
Shit. I'll look them up.
They don't go to jail either. But they don't go to jail either. If they got all the dope, you don't never hear. I don't hear them going to jail. I see nothing but white folks and black folks in jail. I ain't never seen nobody.
Right, because the Mexicans on top. The Mexicans on top. They got they run everything. That's why they don't. But they got more Mexicans in jail than blacks. You go to any prison outside the South, and they all ran by
But that's
Mexicans.
outside the South. Well, we're gonna have to do that statistic thing. We're gonna have to go back and forth this week, and we're gonna go ahead and get out because we're supposed to be out since 10 o'clock. And I know it's been juicy and hot. We've been debating for real tonight. We've been debating for real. Look, wife would say, "Get your." I'm just joking. She didn't say it, but you know, it's time for us to get up our field. Now we had a good discussion tonight. Like it was real good. It's getting better and better. But at the end of the day, bro, bottom line, we do need to figure a way, and I don't know how we're gonna do it. We have to take back our homes. We got to take back our communities. We got to
ain't coming back.
Kids.
Y'all taught y'all daughters that you didn't need no man to do nothing, so they don't want no man now.
Hey, I ain't taught my child nothing other than own your own stuff. Don't let no man dictate your life. You know, you're gonna have decisions that you will make together as a whole. Respect your household, respect your man, and that's it. That's the only thing I ever taught my daughter, baby. Poop poop. But we finna get off, y'all. Bye, peoples.